Hey everybody, this is Dino with HuuuH Podcast. I got a special video for y'all. Happy Halloween. I've got the gang of three here with me. We've got Killian.
Hi.
His birthday is on Halloween, turning 13.
In 3 days.
Cool. Yeah. We got TT, whose birthday was earlier this month. And you are my normal horror watching buddy. And we got Nico.
Hi, everyone.
Whose birthday was nowhere near this time.
Right. But Nico has
June.
become my new partner, and we did our last
Podcast together.
our last thing on Devil's Candy.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a great movie.
right. So, what I want to do for Halloween time, we're going to do HuuuH Podcast Halloween Timeline. Now, there's many ways to watch this. There's many different opinions on how to watch it and what films are the best. But mine is the correct one. So, here is my correct opinion on the Halloween timeline. Now, we have Halloween 78, which was which was directed by John Carpenter and written by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill. This came out in 78. Okay? Now, Killian, you've seen it. Halloween.
Yes.
And TT, you almost saw it. We saw half of it, right?
Because I got too scared.
Well, no. This is a different one. You were bored. You said all he does is stand around and look at people. Right?
Yes.
Right.
He
So-
just gives them the intense stare, then
Right.
they die.
And people will say, well, this is like the first real slasher. He only stabs like 2 people in the movie. So
It's not even a slash.
it's
a
not
stab.
a great stalker film. I enjoy it. It's a suspenseful film. It definitely deserves its place. So we got 78. Okay. Now, and that was a simple story. Michael Myers, he sees a girl, he stalks her. That's it. Okay. Now, then we had Halloween 2 that came out. Okay.
Yes, which is the one I've seen half of.
No, it's not.
I think it was Halloween 3.
So, no. So, then you have that time, you've got Halloween 2, which was 81. Okay? Now, this is when it establishes that Laurie is actually Michael Myers' sister. And that's why he was following. You saw this one with me. You haven't seen it yet. Okay. Now,
I have seen the one that he was talking about.
Okay. So then, there was Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, okay? This has nothing to do with Michael Myers, so I'm going to take that out of the timeline. I'm going to put it over here. However, Halloween does exist in this world as a movie, because they are watching a commercial for the movie. Now, people, for some reason, still complain about this movie. Oh, well, I expected Michael Myers to be in it. No, the movie was made in like 82. You should know by now that doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers. If you're still watching it, expecting Michael Myers, and you're surprised with the lack of Michael Myers, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, they could have done some
Is there
research.
Is there still a killer in it, though?
Well, people they take this whole plot. And now, what happened was John Carpenter, the guy who created it, he made this one. Then, based on the first movie, Friday the 13th got made. Because people said, hey, this formula works, let's create Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th got huge, so they went to John Carpenter and said, hey, we want to do a sequel to Halloween, but let's make it like Friday the 13th, so ramp up the kills. Which is why 81, Halloween 2, seems a lot more like a slasher movie than 78, which is a stalker suspense film.
Yeah, that one has like step. That one
So,
has,
you gotta talk loud, dude.
Where
that one has like a lot of stabbing. This one has a lot of slashing.
Well, it didn't even have a lot of stabbing.
Speaking of Jason, Dad's
Only a
gonna
couple.
be Jason for Halloween.
Okay. So, then we have 3, which takes its own story. It's a very good story. But what John Carpenter wanted to do was come out with another Halloween movie every year, but not have it, but have it revolve around the holiday of Halloween.
Oh,
So
how much
What?
movies? How much movies are
There's a lot. So,
Huh?
but only this happened because then people complained. So, then they made Halloween 4.
Halloween 4.
Halloween.
Halloween. The
4.
one I was
No, it's not. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, was in 88. Now, that said Laurie died in a car wreck. She has a daughter. Michael Myers is going after that daughter. That was not a bad movie. Excuse me, I gotta get my cat out of there. So it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. This introduced Danielle Harris as a little girl who's a victim of Michael Myers. She did a great job. Had they kind of ended it here, I wouldn't have been too upset. But, no. They had to go and make Halloween 5. Now this was
1 year later.
Now this was called The Return of Michael Myers. Guess what this one was called?
The Return of Michael Myers.
The Revenge of Michael Myers. Now, this
It
to
was
me
1 year after
is
the one.
the beginning of, oh my God, what the heck are you thinking? Because they shot, spoiler alert by the way, they shot Michael, they blew him away, he fell into this well that went into a like a river, a creek thing. He ended up going to this lair of this old man, this bum.
Ever kill Michael Myers?
Evidently not. You should, because he's human. But, so, he ends up at the lair of this old man where he passes out. Okay? He passes out. Evidently, Halloween is over and he passes out. Because Halloween is over. For a whole year!
Until next Halloween.
1 year later, he wakes up. And kills the old man.
Wouldn't he be dead?
I don't know, because they didn't establish anything like in Friday the 13th that he is supernatural. Okay, so that movie was a complete ugh. And they have a scene with 2 cops where they have like slide whistle music soundtrack. Like the cops come, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, whoop, boom. Yeah, horrible. Horrible. They have this Laurel and Hardy cop routine. Horrible movie. Okay? So to double down on that nonsense, 1995, they come in
This is a long time later.
with The Curse of Michael Myers.
Curse?
The Curse of
What
Michael
that?
Myers. Now, what they do with this one,
They really like to have the words Michael Myers after every
well,
movie.
he's a brand. So, what they do with this one is they establish that Michael Myers is kind of a zombie, if you will, that is a puppet. He's a drone, if you will, of this curse of
Wait,
cult of druids.
And we watched that one?
No. No.
We've seen...
Nor will we. Okay? So, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Are you going to tell
Now,
us about it?
what they did then is they sat on it again for another 3 years.
And made one in
Then
1998.
they went
98.
from here, because all these are kind of a consistent
How long
timeline.
can Michael Myers
Laurie
live?
died here in a car wreck. These had the daughter in it. she dies in this one. Okay? Laurie's daughter. Now, branching off of here, they make Halloween.
How?
H2O.
Oh yeah, that's the one we.
This is the one we saw. This goes Halloween, Halloween 2.
Halloween
Lori
H2.
faked her death, never had a daughter, so you could take these and scrap them. Had a son and is hiding in California.
What?
You've seen this one.
Wait, so
I
he's
seen
hiding
You've
from
seen
Michael
this
Myers?
one. What?
He's hiding from Michael Myers.
She's hiding from Michael Myers for 20 years. And then he comes and finds her. This is the
I
one at the
seen-
school.
I
You
seen
saw
half
about
of
20 minutes of it,
because I got
and then
scared.
you got scared. But you like this one.
Yeah, I like the whole entire thing. I don't
Right.
really watch horror movies
Right.
much.
Well, you. That's fine. I'm not faulting you for that. So, we got this, and this. Okay? Is there a glare on that, or are we okay?
We're
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Now, here they went to Halloween Resurrection.
Was this one good?
I'm putting R-E-Z just for fun. No, it was a bloody mess. However, it's a fun, stupid slasher, and is a whole lot better than the nonsense they did over here, so I don't hate it as much as I
And you are right, that's what you
think.
see it.
Yeah, but the shadow and ghost and phantom of it still lingers in the annals of the Halloween franchise. So, do we get alright? So, Resurrection.
Hey, that look better.
This had Busta Rhymes in it.
This
This
is
is
better with the
This is the trick or treat mother one.
a trick or treat mother. Okay, don't.
Nah, you knew where I was going with that. So, yeah.
Oh,
So this
now I
one
get-
is not great.
now I
It's a
get
fun,
it.
stupid slasher.
Now I get what you're
It
saying.
goes off of here. They retcon how. Well, I showed you the beginning of this one.
What?
Remember how you said, how did he come back after he was beheaded? And then I showed you the beginning, how he killed the one guy. He choked the
Wait,
one
when did
guy
you guys
and then
watch
put the
this?
mask on.
Wait,
remember?
when did you guys watch
The ambulance
this?
driver.
Wait, when did you guys
And it
watch
wasn't really him. He was pretending. Remember?
Wait,
I
when-
showed you the beginning of this one
When did you guys see this?
Remember?
When we went
last
to
week.
Green
When
Range?
you no, when
When-
you were on the computer.
Ah.
So we
And-
got this is the
Killing it.
Laurie Strode
Mom,
timeline. Then we got 3, which is its own thing. Then Rob Zombie comes in 07 and makes Halloween. We'll call it one Halloween RZ, which is a complete reboot of the story. He gives Michael an origin. Why does
Wait, how
Michael
many-
kill? He's not just exactly.
How many Michael Myers
Exactly.
movies are there?
Exactly.
Exactly what?
That's the question. How many are there? So, he makes this one. This has nothing to do with these. It's its own thing. He comes out with a sequel. H2.
H2.
Which I don't like. For many reasons. This one is
Can you tell us
okay.
one
I've got
reason?
issues with a certain particular scene that I won't get into here. This one here to me is a mess. It's a mess. I don't even think Rob likes it. But that's
If
that.
they just I didn't know what.
I interviewed a guy who worked on the set of this movie and told me how much the production company was messing around with Rob Zombie and his budget about this movie. And Rob Zombie did everything he can to tick that company off. And good, because that company was a bunch of creepers and are horrible anyway, and y'all know who I'm talking about. I won't mention their names. So, you have Halloween, you have Rob Zombie's Halloween, Halloween 2. Okay?
Halloween 2.
Now, Blumhouse comes in, and Danny McBride comes in, Blumhouse, Ryan Turek, and I forgot the guy that even wrote and do it. I forgot the guy's name that directed it. But they come out with Halloween. And you know what they call this one?
What?
Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Just it?
Halloween.
That is Halloween.
Now, we refer to it as Halloween 18.
Really? 18?
Because it came out...
That's Halloween.
Shush. Halloween 18. Because it came out in 2018. Now, this movie, what this one does... Wow, this seems like a jumbled mess, right?
We actually...
Yes.
Where does this take off from here, do you think?
It doesn't.
Right from here.
Oh.
Michael is no longer related to Laurie Strode. It gets rid of everything with the Cult of Fun. Thank God. This one is still its own standalone movie, which is great. This one is its own universe. So it's 78 and 18. And basically, Michael has been locked up for the last 40 years. He escapes
Michael Myers
in transit, and Laurie Strode, who is not his sister
anymore,
right, is preparing for him.
Why?
She's a prepper now. And
what
she
does a
kicks
prepper
butt.
mean?
It means she's paranoid and that
She
she stocks up to go.
She stocks up on guns, and she's waiting for him to come after her. She's prepared for 40 years for him to come after her.
Wow.
Now, so that, right now, currently, this is the timeline. Okay?
If you mess
I'm
up,
good with this.
If you mess
Because
up,
I'm good with not counting Halloween 2. Why? Because the sibling thing made no sense to me. It was something that John Carpenter threw in just to, well, we have to kind of move the story along. It's a retcon, which I think is a due retcon.
If she messes up with him coming after her, she's probably dead.
Well, this year was supposed to have Halloween Kills. Yes, that was the title. Halloween Kills. Which is going to be directly after here. A matter of fact, takes place exactly right after here.
I bet it's gonna be like, it's just gonna be a compilation of Michael Myers killing people.
And then they had shot two films, Halloween Kills and Halloween. What do you think this one would be?
Halloween finish?
You're very close. Halloween Ends.
Ah, I was so close.
You were close.
Halloween Ends.
Halloween Ends.
I was so close. Wait, does that mean Halloween is gone in this movie?
They're not the
Does that mean Halloween's gone?
They're not the best with titles.
Yeah.
The title makes no sense because it
I-
feels like from the title it means like Halloween is over for them.
Well, Halloween has been over for Laurie Strode forever because since '78 she hasn't celebrated it.
We still
Even in
celebrate
the H2O timeline, she didn't, right?
it. We still celebrate it because
So-
she still wanted to kill him.
Right. So, the way you watch this right now, 78, 18. Boom. That is how you navigate the Halloween franchise.
Big finish! Woo! Yeah!
What did we learn?
Never watched the originals.
Never watch it.
Except the first one.
So
Never
no.
watch 2 to 6.
We were never to try to kill somebody.
No.
I'm kidding. Never watch 5 or 6.
No. In all honesty, in all sincerity, you know me. Be decent to each other. If you like them, you like them. If you don't like them, you don't like them. If I don't like them, don't come at me for not liking them. I mean, we can have fun. You know, it's okay to not like a movie, folks. It's okay to be a horror fan and hate other horror movies.
Yeah.
An opinion is an opinion, and you're allowed to have them
okay.
and express them.
And
it's
I'm a
okay,
very big horror movie fan, and so far I liked all horror movies I watched.
Yeah? Well, good.
And it's okay if you don't like horror movies at all.
Right.
Like me.
But the big thing
I don't
is,
like horror movies.
what? What's the big takeaway? You know it. What do we say?
It's almost.
Huh? Give one.
It's not what it is.
Come on. I
It's not
forgot.
what it is.
What is it? Be decent to each other?
Hey! Alright.
Be decent to each other and love each other. That's something.